Where are those chairs at? Bryson, is that you? This thing on? Bryson? Oh, no way you ain't doing that. Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's not good either. Bryson? I just wanted an interview. Bryson? Bryson?
From the studios at Streetsboro High School, this is the Rocket Report, Streetsboro's premier home of news and entertainment.
Hello, and welcome back to another episode of the Rocket Report. We're going to kick off our news with Rocket Report correspondent and sports analyst, Josh Williams.
On Friday, October 21st, the Streetsboro Rockets faced off against the Coventry Comets in our senior night football game. The night opened with our seniors from all our fall sports being recognized as they walked across the field with their parents. Cheerleaders, band members, and football players were recognized for their senior night also. This was an amazing game for Streetsboro as they beat Coventry 63-35. The offense played great as Colby Benjamin was 8 for 11 for 167 passing yards and had 2 passing touchdowns. He also had 100 rushing yards on 19 carries. But the play of the game was when Preston Hopperton busted a run for a 63-yard TD. Not only that, but he also had 16 carries for 159 yards and 3 total touchdowns. On top of those two having great games, Kylan Rue also helped Streetsboro running the ball, going for 110 yards on 10 carries and scoring 2 TDs. Wow, 3 players over 100 rushing yards in a single game. Our offense was firing on all cylinders. But don't forget about our special teams and defense who also played spectacular, causing 3 fumbles and an interception. With this win over Coventry, the Rockets ended their season 6-4 and 4th in the MAC, helping them get a spot in the playoffs.
From time to time, we will bring you relatively unimportant, yet somehow still controversial topics. Today's mess, paper towels versus hand dryers. Which is better?
You may have heard them during class or out in the hallways, but most likely you've heard them in the bathrooms. If you don't attend Streetsboro High School, then you would not know that I'm referring to the air dryers. According to students and some teachers, these little metal hurricanes are starting to get on their nerves, primarily due to the fact they are going off during all times of the day, interrupting class with their loud bursts of air and being an all-around nuisance. With more on this super interesting story, we cut to Bryson Jacobs.
I'm Bryson Jacobs, and today we're going to be interviewing teachers and students about the replacement of paper towel dispensers with the air dryers. Let's peep this one. I'm here with
Landon Boda.
Now, Landon, how do you feel about the paper towels being replaced?
Oh, it's pretty annoying. I'm upset.
Yeah? How upset?
Very upset.
They need to bring the paper towels.
He's very upset. Mike, what do you think about the air dryers?
I think they're stupid. I don't think we need air dryers. I think we should bring the paper towels back because I don't dry my hands anymore.
Good opinion. This gentleman would like to remain anonymous. Sir, how do you feel about the air dryers?
I think that they're disgusting. Blowing around all this bacteria. It makes me sick. Achoo.
Thank you. James, why are you wet?
The blow dryers blew water in my face.
So you don't like them?
No.
Okay, thank you. I'm currently in the elevator right now. Dun, da, 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 da. Mrs. Judd, how do you feel about the air dryers?
Oh, they're so loud. Well, I'm really close to them too. And I wish that we could get our paper towels back. So hopefully they can change something.
Yeah, the paper towels would be nice. Da, 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 da. What do you think about the air dryers, Cody?
To be honest, they're a little loud and kind of spreads germs everywhere with the air.
Thank you, I appreciate that. Da, 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 da. Oh, look, we're here. So I'm here with Bob, and we're going to get his opinion on the air dryers. Bob?
Well, I'm glad. First of all, I was glad when he finally turned the water fountains and the air dryers back on. I understand why they're there, because we had a serious issue with paper, with trash, towels being tossed all over the floor. Looked like it snowed in the restroom. So we had to get rid of those. That left us with the hand dryers, or you're wiping them in your pockets, wipe your hands on your pants. Yeah, they're somewhat annoying. I mean, they're loud. They're right by the door there. And my classroom's right across from the restroom down here on the first floor. But if you shut the door, they're not nearly as annoying. If the door's open a little bit, yeah, I can hear it. If I shut the door, it's okay. It's just kind of a subtle little background noise. But I think the trade-out is the restrooms are a whole lot cleaner. So somewhat annoying, but something we can live with.
Wow, Bryson, thank you for that riveting piece. In academic news, on Monday, October 17th, our teachers and staff members became the students. Guest speaker Missy McLean from Akron Children's Hospital spoke to school employees about better managing students' traumatic stress and implementing restorative justice techniques. Here are a few moments from those professional development sessions.
But this flower needs something different. And it's on us to make the change. I have to do something different. Because I know one thing for sure, we would never call an orchid bad because it doesn't grow the way dandelions do.
Thank you, Ms. McLean, for spending time in Streetsboro, and thank you to the Streetsboro City Schools employees dedicated to constant improvement. Well, the winter holidays are just around the corner, and on Saturday, December 3rd at 7:30 p.m., Thrive Performing and Visual Arts will bring its annual Holiday Spectacular to the Streetsboro High School auditorium stage. This show is a community Christmas celebration. If you're a talented dancer, saxophone, trumpet, or even trombone player, Thrive would like to involve you. What could that look like? Check out this music video.
How much fun it's gonna be. right on here. My world is filled with you and you. This Christmas, and as I look around, your eyes outshine the town. They do. This Christmas, the fireside is blazing bright. We're caroling through the night, and this Christmas will be a very special Christmas for me. Shake your hand now. This Christmas, this Christmas, the fireside is blazing bright. We're caroling through the night, and this Christmas will be a very special Christmas for me. Shake your hand now. Oh, Merry Christmas.
The Holiday Spectacular is always a fun show. Winter sports are also just around the corner. So let's head back to Rocket Report correspondent Josh Williams for a couple of season previews.
Last season, the Rockets boys basketball team went 17-7 overall and 13-1 in the MAC, which secured them a MAC championship. They also made it to the playoffs and won their first game. This year, they are looking to return to the top of the MAC and continue their overall momentum. However, after losing seniors Devin Reese, who averaged 20 points a game last season, and Bryce Vecchio, who averaged 15.1, the Rockets definitely have their work cut out for them. We sat down with a few players who think they have what it takes to step up.
For right now, it's hard to say because last year we had two player of the year candidates, but now I feel like this year we have more people that I feel like that's ready to step up than last year. I feel like we're lacking size. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I feel like we're lacking size and rebounding, but I feel like we got better on defense and shooting for sure. We can spread the floor more. Just really shooting, just get to my spots, taking less dribbles. First game start November 29th. Yeah, just can't.
Now, let's turn our attention to wrestling. The team has a number of top returnees. Last season, Aiden Carone, Matthew Klimack, Landon Bonovitz, and Sam Brunner qualified for districts. Donovan Pace and Cohen Klimack qualified for the state tournament. Klimack was the first freshman in school history to make it to the state tournament, and Pace finished 6th in the state as a junior. Let's hear from those top returnees about the team's upcoming season.
I feel I did good last year. I placed at state, but I wanted to get top 6 at least. Well, I got 7th, but I still placed. This year, the goal was just to get number 1. That's the goal.
This upcoming season, I think, is going to be one of the best seasons Streetsboro Wrestling's had in a while. I think we're going to take a lot of people down to Columbus this year. We'll have to get we'll have to take a bus down there, hopefully. I honestly think we're gonna try to throughout the season, through practices, we're gonna incorporate when we break out of practice, we're gonna make sure we break out with some about the MAC. We want to win the MAC. I'm tired of losing to people around us. So I honestly think this year is gonna be a great year. I think the wrestlers we got are gonna get it done. I think for the most part, I'm pretty happy with how last year went, and especially the team. I feel like we started to build kind of like a bond together, and this year we still, we hung out throughout the off season and during the season a lot. So I feel like we're building a bond as a team.
Thank you, Josh. Speaking of wrestling and competition in general, the Rocket Report is starting a new recurring segment called Take on the Champs. Let's check it out.
Public high schools all across America are full of cocky kids with inflated senses of self and undeserved confidence, and Streetsboro is no different. But they also contain a few diamonds in the rough, kids who have special gifts and abilities yet to be discovered. In Take on the Champs, we separate the chumps from the champs, the delusional from the deserving, by giving undiscovered, unknown students a chance to battle the school's best in athletics, academics, and performing arts. Let's find out who's ready to take on a champ. Our first episode of Take on the Champs is a wrestling battle that pits junior Brett Ronaldson versus senior Donovan Pace. Ronaldson's athletic resume includes quitting wrestling as a freshman and being academically ineligible for football as a sophomore and junior. Pace is a returning two-time state qualifier in wrestling who placed 6th in the state as a junior and is currently ranked #1 in the state at 132 pounds. Here's what Ronaldson had to say.
He's not all that good, you know. I'm better than Pace. Because he's small, I'm way more than Pace. He goes like 120, 130, whatever that is. I go like higher. You know, I quit. People tell me all the time that I could be good. I'm gonna beat him with like a double leg. Maybe I might throw a fireman's in there. He act tough, but you know, he on the inside, he be like, I'm better than Pace. He a little baby to me.
See this battle for yourself and much more on the next episode of the Rocket Report. Have a great week, Streetsboro.